Hello everyone, welcome to Career Talk. I'm happy to share that we crossed 3000 subscribers mark just last week and we are adding 100 plus subscribers every week on this channel, which means as a team we are growing, and that is why today I'm going to do a video specially for the questions asked by the subscribers in the comment box. Yes, I have picked 3-4 questions which I thought were relevant for the entire viewer base, and the answers to these questions will be helpful to all the subscribers and the people visiting this channel for the first time as well. Let's quickly go through these questions one by one. So the first question is about PIP. PIP is nothing but Performance Improvement Program or Performance Improvement Plan. Now, when somebody is put on a PIP in a company, it means that there is a question on the performance. The performance was not that good, and a performance improvement plan needs to be created for this particular individual, which means that this particular individual will be given few tasks, okay, or few action items which they will need to complete within a stipulated time, let's say 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, basis which the organization will decide whether the performance for this individual has improved or not, okay. And if the performance improves, if the company sees significant change, then the individual is retained within the company. Otherwise, there might be an exit process. Now, the way the PIP is implemented in different companies varies from company to company. So here are a few suggestions from my side. If you are put on a PIP, do your best to perform well. Okay, make sure that you understand the specific action items and milestones that you need to achieve while you are on the PIP. Once you successfully pass the PIP stage, which means you have shown considerable improvement to the company and company has retained you. After that, still I would suggest to be cautious. Make sure that the next few months or years you are very serious about any work which is assigned to you, and you make sure that when you complete the work, you send it to right people and get their acknowledgement, because it is very important to show consistent performance. It is not about that specific period where you are put on the PIP, it is about consistency as well. So if you are on a PIP or if you have just completed a PIP, don't relax, be consistent on your performance and make sure that your work gets the right visibility. And also ask for trainings or any help that you need in order to improve further. If you still have questions, I'll be happy to connect offline. You can ping me on LinkedIn as well. Now let's take the next question. So next question is from a fresher. Somebody messaged me saying that I am a fresher, pass out from mechanical engineering and I know Python. What is the future for me in the IT industry? There is a lot of talk about technology and I'm confused. What should I do next? My response is 3-4 simple things that you need to keep in mind so that you don't get confused. Okay, number one is focus on your aptitude and logical reasoning skills, because if you are a fresher, that will be required to clear the campus selection process. After aptitude and logical reasoning, the next thing is communication skills. Okay, invest your time and energy on your communication skills, which is your ability to speak and write. Okay, third thing is technology. So you should have good technical skills. Don't learn too many things. Okay, learn 1 or 2 things and make sure that you are good at it. Okay, you should be so good that if somebody asks you how much do you rate yourself, you should be able to say I rate myself 8 or 9 on 10. If you rate yourself as 5 or 6 on 10, you can imagine why will somebody select you. Okay, so for freshers, don't worry about a lot of things happening. Identify your own strength, identify what is trending in market, learn that specific technology and invest in learning if required, and make sure that in this process your motivation is high. One basic thing that you need to remember is if you are trying to get into IT, you need to have sound analytical and logical capability. Okay, so it is not as much about the technical ability as it is about writing logic, writing algorithms and problem solving. The next comment from the comment box is where somebody has asked me that I resigned from this company and now this company is offering me an on-site opportunity and asking me to revert my resignation. Now that's a very tricky and interesting scenario. If you have already put your resignation and if the company is now trying to retain you by offering an on-site opportunity, you need to ask few specific details, okay, so that you are sure that you will get an on-site opportunity. Number one, you should ask which customer or which project or at which location you will get this on-site opportunity. Number two, you need to know the visa process for this particular location. How is the visa applied? How much time it takes to process the visa? Is there a eligibility criteria with respect to applying for the visa? Are you eligible for that particular country location's visa? Okay, all these are very basic things that you need to check. Then if possible, ask which project you will be deployed in. Check whether that particular project has an on-site component. If yes, how many people are there at on-site? Does the existing offshore team have people who are visa ready and senior than you? Okay, all these are scenarios, or all these are situations will be very unique to each individual. So I cannot give a generic advice, but what I am trying to tell you is, before you reward your resignation, make sure that you have done your due diligence. Okay, otherwise it will just be a false promise and you will lose the on-site opportunity as well as you will lose the current offer that you have. Okay, I hope you guys like this. Let's keep a target of 500 likes on this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching and providing your support on each and every video. I'll see you next week. Till then, take care. Bye for now.